Andy, as these outings continue to pile up for Freddie, just overall, what is it that you think he is not doing that he's done so well in his career?
Yeah, I know it's frustrating for him. He desperately wants to be great out there. I think today he backed up some spin. Hadn't really had too much trouble with that in the past, and got hit on some of those backed up spin pitches. And then again, didn't get the fastball at the top of the strike zone when he needed to. Thought he really clicked it in there in the fourth and the fifth, and it was heading in the right direction. And then sixth probably gave him a little bit too long of a leash after the walk, but it was good to see the fourth and the fifth. I like to see some positive things, but I know for him and for us, it's obviously not the outing we're looking for.
Is there anything you say to him, like after a start like this, to try to boost his spirits or anything like that? Or?
I think just encouraging him to continue grinding and not back down. Like, he has good stuff. Want to keep him on the attack, and I think that's the main message to him.
And you mentioned him desperately wanting to be great, and he's talked about some of the pressure that he puts on himself. Do you think, in any way, that his desire to live up to some of these expectations has worked against him at times?
I think players all the time want to be great for their team, their teammates, the city, because of a trade, because of a thousand different reasons, and that can be added pressure. Like, the reality of most guys is when they go out and they play with joy, and then they play free, and then they turn themselves loose and trust themselves, it's usually the best version of them. So we've got work. We've got another outing coming up here in 5 more days, and we want to see the best version of him.
Has he made any mechanical changes that have maybe been detrimental or just aren't working out or anything like that?
No, I don't think anything major in that regard.
Andy, you talked pregame about watching from the other dugout when he's been at his best. How far away do you think he is from that version?
I think we talked about it after last outing. He had a lot of fastballs in good spots. He had a little too many walks, but the fastballs were in good spots. The swing and miss was there. Thought that was really encouraging. Thought the fastballs backed down a little bit today, not from a velo perspective, from a location perspective. He's always managed to win on the top half of the strike zone, above the strike zone. So when he gets the fastball there, he does really well. He's obviously up there trying to fill the zone up at that part of the zone, and he wasn't getting the pitches there.
Freddie, as you just kind of look at overall the struggles that you've had this year, is there one common element that you think has led to what we've seen?
I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question, but I don't know how to define it, or if there's only one thing, but I don't understand sometimes, but I got to keep fighting and trying to get through this.
When you say you don't understand, is it that you feel like the stuff's still good?
Because I feel good, yeah, and the stuff is good, everything's there, velocity is there. I think comparing with last year, even I have the sweeper or the slider better than last year either. So I don't know. I've been working, trying to figure it out, but I'm not gonna give up on this. Just keep going through this and keep fighting.
How much harder was this one just coming back here and having this kind of performance here?
No, I don't see it because coming here, I just wanna. It don't matter if it was against another team, I just wanna get through this. But I still, like I said, I still believe in myself. I know that I'm better than great, and sometimes. It's not easy, but I have to understand that, as a player, there's some tough moment that we got to get through. I know the first one or the last one, but I don't want to stay like this. I want to keep working, trying to get better, keep fighting just to try to be better than in my next game.
What did it mean to come off the field to an ovation from these fans?
Amazing, they showed me some love, and it felt really good.
Freddie, what did it feel like being back in Milwaukee, seeing your old teammates, seeing the old fans?
Nothing than great, man. I think I spent a long time here, and it's a place that I always love. It's always gonna be in my heart because a lot of things, even I can mention that both of my kids were born here too. There's always gonna, I always gonna have a meaning. Milwaukee's always gonna mean something for me, for my family too, and it's a place that is gonna be forever in my heart.
Freddie, trade deadline in the back of your mind at all? What might happen to you between now and then?
I don't know. I can't control this, and that's front office stuff.
What kind of memories came flowing back for you as you walked out onto the mound tonight to all the fans?
I don't even know. There's too much, too many things. Too many positive things for my career, for my family. Great moments for the team. I think if I'm not wrong, we went in the 8 years that I was there, that I spent there. I think that we made 7 playoffs, and it's amazing. It's amazing, and I feel that when the crowd, came up and, they gave some claps for me.
Have you ever gone through a stretch like this where you've struggled and just not been able to understand why or what's behind the struggles?
No, first time.